Thank you guys for having us. As y'all heard earlier, we are Cypress. We are based out of Michigan State University under the tutelage of Professor Rodney Whitaker. I'm going to take a quick second to introduce the band, then we're going to keep it going for y'all. On the alto saxophone, we've got Tommy Noble. On the guitar, we've got Levi Taple. Back there on the bass, we've got Emma Wilburn. And on the drums and cymbals, we've got Brian Chopzilla Allen. So we're going to keep it going for y'all. This is going to be an original piece written by our bassist, Emma, my bad. And this is entitled A Mother's Serenade. Thank you guys very much. Before we get to our last tune, I'd like to thank a few people on behalf of the band. We'd like to thank, obviously, the Michigan State University Jazz Department for providing us an education while we out here, giving us an avenue to channel our energies and get better at this music. I would like to personally thank Professor Rodney Whitaker, who has been invaluable to all of us in our journeys, especially at this stage. Professor Walter Blanding, Professor Napoleon, Randy Napoleon, Uncle G, Uncle Gillespie. Those people have been very important for everyone on this stage. So just wanted to thank them real quick. Yeah, clap it up. So me and Tommy are gonna take full choruses on this tune. All right, so we're gonna close this out with our last tune. It is an original written by our alto saxophonist here, Tommy, and it is in Tommy. Yes, sir. And this is entitled Distant Voices. Thank you all very much. We are Cypress. Thank y'all for having us.
Once again, give it up for Cypress from Michigan State University. Great writing, great music, feels so good, cats. Bravo, bravo. Nice job. We're going to have our next band come up and set up. This is the last band of the set, and I'll let you know that after this band, just by a few minutes, we'll be here. We're going to get all the cats together in one space, and we will be announcing the winner of the 2023 Detroit Jazz Festival Collegiate Combo Competition presented by Central Michigan University. That winner will receive a cash reward. They will go on to play a professional set at the Detroit Jazz Festival, September 1 through 4, Labor Day weekend, and also just the pride of winning this competition, which, as you know, is a national competition. It's been going on for a number of years and has produced some amazing results for the festival and for all of us in this community and for the aspiring artists that participate. Many have gone on to wonderful things. Last night we had the youth vocal competition. These are for young vocalists under 18 in the Detroit area, and we'll be announcing the winner of that competition early next week. So watch DetroitJazzFest.org. We always have wonderful vocalists come from that. In fact, some of them are now Grammy-nominated professional singers, and others have gone on to great careers in the jazz vocal world. So these are important opportunities to catch some of the great players as they move through this young part of their lives. So now we're going to continue. We have the next band coming on up to get set up, and then once they're set, I'll introduce them and we'll get going. Take your time, guys. You're good. Get comfortable before you play.
I think the bass player is using the restroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I announce that or no?
If you'd like.
We can applaud when he comes back in the room.
That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. All right, we're just waiting for our bassist who's on his way out, and it reminds me of a funny story. I told a joke in the first set. Somebody asked me about it. I'll tell you the genesis of it. You guys all know Rodney Dangerfield, yes? Great comedian. He had a club, that he bought, and it was called Rodney Dangerfield's Club. And he used to bring guys like Seinfeld and when they were young, and Cosby and all those cats through. It was a great club. And he occasionally would appear there. And one fine night, he did a set at his own club, and of course, people went crazy that Rodney Dangerfield was there, and as he stepped off the stage, the lady at the first table beckoned him over and said, "You have been my hero my whole life. You make me laugh. You've brought my family together. You're a genius of comedy. It was just an honor to be here tonight to hear you in your club." And he said, "Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that." And she said, "By the way, we're running low on salt. Can you get us more salt in the salt shaker?" You've never really arrived, have you? You've never really arrived. That's a tie, man. You don't wear a tie, that's the one to wear. This old dude used to show up. I had a regular Thursday night, and this old dude showed up, and I'd wear a tie like that. You know what he'd say to me? "Did you get a whistle with that tie? Or did you get a bowl of soup with that tie?" That's usually one or the other. We good? Okay, no, don't rush. Don't rush. You're cool, man. Get all the time in the world. Alrighty. Once again, I'm going to get right to the music. I'm going to leave it to the cats to introduce these wonderful members and tell you about all the different schools they're from, because the Collegiate Combo Competition does not require that students all be from one school. They can be from out and about. So that's an example in this group. So I'll leave that all to them and just turn it over for your listening pleasure. Our final finalist for the 2023 Collegiate Combo Competition, presented by Central Michigan University. This is the Joshua Jennings Quintet. Joshua Jennings Quintet, and you guys can fill in the rest. Give it up for these cats.
Hello, can you guys hear me? Cool. Okay, cool. That first song we played was called For Speed's Sake by Freddie Hubbard off his 1963 album, Hub Tones. No, you could keep talking. We love it, you know? We play better when everybody talks, you know? This next song, thank you. This next song we're going to play is original by the bass player, and it's called The Ransom Letter. Thank you so much. So now we took a trip from 1963 to about 2023 with our Meds tune over here. So you can hear the wide range there. How do you guys like Max Barnes on sax? We have Isaac Bird on the piano. Ahmed McLemore at the bass. Jacob Stomp Smith at the drums. Next tune is a ballad that's going to feature Max Barnes. It's called Virgo. Max Barnes on sax. So before we go into this last tune, I just want everybody to give a round of applause for all the bands that competed today because it was hard to get here. I know they can hear me in the back room. This last tune we're going to play for you is a Gary Bartz tune, and it's called Libra. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting live music. We are the Joshua Jennings Quintet.
The Joshua Jennings Quintet. Right there. Yeah, man. Man, a great tune. A great tune, man. What's the name of that tune again? Libra. Man, give it up for Libra, our wonderful bass player. Yeah, cats, man, beautiful. I loved everyone. It was a joy. It was a joy. Such a good, joyous feeling in a band. That's something that's worth holding on to. We are, if you are going to hang out a little bit, we are going to take a few minutes. We're getting all the comments from the judges and those listening online, and we're going to have all the cats back here within about 5 minutes or so, and we're going to announce the winner of the 2023 Collegiate Combo Competition presented by Central Michigan. So hang loose, and we're going to try to get resolution here in 5 minutes or less. Thanks. All right, everybody. As you can tell by the extended time, it was a very difficult decision, as it often is, although this year particularly so, because those of you who heard the second set and those of you online who heard all the sets, you cats all played. I mean, you all played. And you all stayed to yourself true, and your voices were clear, and that stuff. You know, the people always ask, well, you know, how do you critique this? And I hate that word, because it's not about critiquing at all. It's about you know, a combination of, jazz is a lot about language. You get the language and the history plays in part. If that's missing in your foundation, there are going to be holes in your playing for the rest of your life. I don't care what you do, right? So that foundation of vocabulary is so very, very important. And then you get into you know, maybe as important as anything is when we talk about feel, we're talking about rhythm. And feel is a very difficult thing to teach, and it's a very difficult thing to explain. Wouldn't you agree? Because feel is not about just the drummer. Feel is about the relationship between the different band members and how they sit with one another and how they work together. And in situations like jazz, you have the solo elements, the individual skills, and then you have the ensemble sound, which, you know, has its own dimension of thought and wisdom and effort. And all these things have to be taken into consideration, because they're all very, very important to the music. And those of you who are avid jazz listeners, you know that it's not about one thing or the other. And you can hear some amazing stuff that, at the end of the day, was amazing moments, but maybe you know, the full picture you've realized elsewhere. And so these are the things the judges spoke about. And there's a one little shift in our rules, because I want to make sure that we send a very strong message that all the groups were really, really great. There were two that rose to the top, and honestly, they're both fantastic. And I've learned my lesson. We never give 2 first prizes, because we said we're going to give one, and we're going to give one. But I do want to give a little extra here. So for the runner-up band, every band gets a stipend for being a finalist. So I'm going to make sure the runner-up, we're going to raise that to $1,000, because I want to make sure it's clear that everyone knows their standout. There's really something special there. So, but let me start with the winner, which is everybody wants to hear, and then I'll give you the runner-up. And boy, I wish this was easier. Okay, so here we go. Make sure I get my order correct. Yes, yes. You know, I got to go to the restroom. I'll be right back. By the way, next Friday here at the Dog, there's a special on ribs. Kidding you, man. Anyway, here we go. Let's do it. The winner of the 2023 Collegiate Combo Competition presented by Central Michigan University is the Joshua Jennings Quintet. Yeah. And that was tough. And you know why. And you know why. There's some cats over here. Some cats over here. And you all got a personality. There was, talk about all these individual technical things. And as a musician, it's hard to listen past those, man. You all know when you listen to a piece of music, it takes, Coltrane playing Lush Life to remember what it's like listening to music, right? And you go, oh, I'm just going to listen to this music and dig it. There was a sparkle, in the band tonight, and there was a unity and there was a givingness that everyone had, but it was, all the judges agreed that there was that feeling was very special, right? And it doesn't override anything, but it is one of the hallmarks of. It doesn't matter. Wayne Shorter was with Miles or Joe Henderson or Woody Shaw. There's something that happens in those moments. So that being said, I want to do something special for the runner-up because it's a phenomenal band with phenomenal players. I was blown away by these guys, and I can't. The Cats are playing at the Michigan State has a set at the festival, and they're also the largest contingent in our aspiring all-stars band that's working with Daphnis, where the best university students are selected from around the region, and they have the largest contingent in that band because it's an incredible program. Rodney and I came up together, we're dear friends, and this band really killed me. It really slayed me. So we're going to up it to $1,000 for them, and I want to make this strong statement that everyone played beautifully. All the bands were great. But I want the Michigan State Cats to know you blew me away. It was beautiful. So Michigan State University. To every one of you, though, I say this. If you are young enough to be around again, by the looks of you, you ain't. No, I'm just kidding. Many people in these competitions come back a couple years in a row. You guys know who Theo Croker is? Theo Croker was in this when he was a young man. And, he came back, and now he's Theo Croker. So please come back. But the other thing is this. I was serious when I said you're now in the family, right? So you guys have Chuck's contacts. Chuck's has mine. We have an open submission February through June 1st, but let me just override that right now. You cats have something you want to apply to play at the Detroit Jazz Festival professionally. You get my contact. You send it to me. You call me. You ask Rodney. Rodney has my contacts, okay? Don't hesitate. You dig? Don't hesitate. Contact me directly because you're part of the family, and I've got to hear you all, and it's all beautiful stuff that I want to introduce through our festival or through the Gretchen Millay Jazz Center when it opens or whatever it is. There's plenty of possibilities. Cool, you get it? So please take advantage of that, yeah? Because I don't want to be chasing you. I ain't got time for that. And then lastly, I want to thank this wonderful audience because you guys really were listening and responding. Bravo. And we all know that doesn't come along all the time, And I will tell you, Miss Valade, when she designed this place, she did things acoustically with the kitchen and, to try to keep that noise to a minimum, right? Willie and the team works to make sure that the food is served in a way that doesn't interrupt the band performances. All that stuff, and it comes from the heart and soul and the vision of Gretchen Valade, which I explained to you guys who she was. And, as I've said many times, you can go through many lifetimes and not have a Gretchen Valade in your community. This woman was special, as you can tell by looking around this joint, or looking around the festival, or Mack Avenue Records. So I'm not going to applaud, but I would ask everyone today, take a moment when you're falling asleep, putting your head on a pillow. think about Miss Valade, because man, she's added to all our lives and to all your lives, even if you don't know it. She spoke jazz from a patron's perspective. She was a good piano player. She wrote some tunes. We're going to hear them at the festival. But it's when someone like that comes along who's not a musician in a professional sense, but sends all that love to all of us on a daily basis. She sat there all the time. And I want to tell you, she never walked in the green room and like intruded on the musicians. She wouldn't do that because she knew that was their space. Think about that for a minute. I mean, how many promoters go, hey, kids, you know, I'm the one who hired you. No, she never did that, you know. So it's pretty special stuff. And she would have loved all of you. She would have loved all of you. So thank you for being here. One big applause for these incredible musicians.